Specifically, a violet-covered gemstone, probably an amethyst. So I can use that to keep the wandering spirits at bay one at a time, huh? I guess he meant the full-body ones, or would have kept him at bay too. Either way, with this gem, I feel like I could actually get back to my friend safely. I was as hopeful as one could expect, all things considered. Cool. Of course, you also said there'd be no escape from here. But it was my prerogative to believe what I wanted to believe and ignore what I wanted to ignore. Alright. Woo. Ignorance. Did I get darkened a little bit from that? I didn't. Go, 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 go! Holding down the right button. Alright, fucker. Oh. I mean... that one again. I mean, just... Oh, maybe that other dude was lying or some shit. Wait, no, there's only one wrong end in this whole chapter and I got it. So yeah, fucking... Maybe they both work. Oh. He gone. Incredibly, it actually worked. Both the ghost and the gem faded and disappeared. Get gemstoned. Get amethysted. Not even the raindrop kind. The stairwell is now free to be traversed. Sweet. Where have you fuckers been? You guys are supposed to be on the move. Oh yeah, of course. They wouldn't want to go past the coast either. This music is not good. What? What? Amy's face is absolutely wrecked with tears. She was shaking her head violently. She wanted to tell me something, but the words just weren't coming. I had a really bad feeling about this. I ran past her to the bathrooms to where Katayama was being lifted on Yuya's shoulders when I left. He did. I had a feeling he did. Why? Katayama was back on the floor, right where he'd set him down where the whole ordeal began. Why was he on Yuya's shoulders? What was going on? I had an inkling, but I didn't want to believe it, so I pushed it out of my mind. He did, I think. Yeah. Oh. Rip. Didn't know what else to say. The person had just died, and not some stranger, but a person I knew, a friend. It was the strangest feeling. I kept looking at him and thinking, is he really dead? Is this really what a person looks like when he dies? Seeing him like that drained every last bit of energy I had in me. I fell to my knees, thoroughly defeated. Well. Oh god, now he's being irrational. What did Shimada call him? Useless sack, something like that. Amy and I couldn't stay near the body. We'd gone down to the second floor where we picked a corner and just stood there, trying to recompose ourselves. Yuya elected to stay with Okawa on the third floor, I guess to try and break him from his shock, and help put some distance between him and Katayama. None of this felt real. Or maybe I just didn't want it to be real. It was a nightmare. It had to be. I'd just sit up in my bed and it would be all over. That wasn't right, but it's fine. Amy, slap me! Don't you smile like that. Slap me, slap me! Do something. Oh. Well, we've lost Toko. My energy is waning again. I sank to the ground, landing on my knees. Amy followed my lead and put an arm around me for comfort. My friend had just died. He just died. God, why? What? No, bad. No, help, panic baskets. Amy and I looked at each other. We both heard them. Footsteps coming from down the hall. It was too dark to make out who it was, but the gate was decidedly male. The two of us slowly and quietly rose to our feet, hid around a corner, and peeked out, both terrified and curious as to whom, or what, you might see. What is it? Oh, panic. There. At the end of the hall, the figure finally came into view. It was a tallish man and steadily deteriorating as he slowly strode toward us. It was... ah, shit. Great, he came back. God damn it. She's not mid-sentence.
Huh?
What is this, Russia? Oh, ending Shimada. Emi shot forward, intending to run toward him, but I grabbed her arm and held her back without even thinking about it. Shit, I'm sorry. Fair enough. No, he was... yeah, okay. No, but, I mean... Okay, like we've had the time. Sorry for yawning, Jesus. She looked back at me again as she said this, staring rightly in my eyes with almost disciplinary manner. It was a perfect guilt stare. I couldn't help but succumb to it, feeling bad for not having filled her in about the Shimada incident. Please take his time. Oh, Shimada continued his slow, wet walk down the hall. Then, all of a sudden, for no discernible reason, he simply fell forward, landing hard on his knees. Something was wrong with him, and while I loathed the man, I didn't want to see him suffer. He just said... whatever. Amy and I were both poised to rush to his aid, when other figures suddenly began appearing all around him. Figures of... aw, shit. Children, blue and ethereal, shimmering with their own light. This is fucking bad. Great. So he tried leaving. They, like, made him come back. Now what? Okay, thank you. Alright, sorry. We could barely even see Shimada from our vantage point anymore. His body was obscured almost completely by the backs of these ghost children. He wasn't moving. Okay, so it didn't seem like they were doing anything to him. But then, he wasn't moving at all, which seemed highly suspicious. It occurred to me that maybe we should try and save him. Shit, he's already dead. Then how is he moving? So, okay. At inch 4, he was still in exactly the same position he had been when he fell to his knees. He literally hadn't moved at all. Yeah, he's toast. Is he unconscious? Yeah, I think he's worse than that. Amy and I looked at one another and nodded. It was a silent signal to move forward and do whatever we could to help. Oh shit, they stabbed him! With his own fucking knife! The children... what's the button to... yeah, see? Wow. That's brutal. The children vanished as we approached, revealing the horrific sight. Shimada's stomach had been flayed wide open. He was dead. The knife he'd flaunted earlier was jutting from the wound. It was an almost ceremonial death, like that of a samurai who'd thrown himself onto a sword. Seppuku. Okay. They made him come back just to stab him with his own knife. I feel ya. I mean, technically, whatever. Wow, the fact that he's, like, not falling forward or anything is... like, he... okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Help, help, panic basket. Insert all the panic baskets. Don't act like you don't know. Yuya, who presumably rushed down to see what was wrong, calmly walked over to Shimada's body. He was checking for signs of a respiration or pulse. He turned back to face us again a moment later. His facial expression said it all. Yeah. Shimada really was dead. I was beginning to lose it. I just couldn't take any more of this. Our friends and acquaintances were dying, one by one. I guess I should say had died, but it didn't seem like it was over. Not by a long shot. This is bad. Oh, sorry. She's actually saying that. Hell, it was doing more than even trying. It had already succeeded twice over. I was scared. I was paranoid. I was shaking and crying and screaming inside. I was deathly afraid that something else would show up, and then it did. Oh, fuck. What? Oh. Ah, fuck, shit, Taco. Hide, run. Panic basket. We can't go back upstairs. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. I couldn't make out the expression on her face or her bangs, but I could literally feel the hatred in her eyes as she stared into our souls. Then she turned around and slid up the staircase into the third floor. Oh, fuck. Amy was turned the other way, so she hadn't seen the girl at all. She eventually followed her gazes, but by that time the girl was gone. She looked confused. That particular apparition looked a lot different from the other ghosts I'd seen, but there was still no doubt in my mind she was definitely a ghost. I mean, evidently, based off Shimada, even leaving doesn't do anything. This is not good. Nothing's right. Dangerous? Well, that is the direction the girl in the red dress went. I guess you didn't want me to put in harm's way. I nodded and watched back I watched his back recede into the darkness as he chased after Amy. Okay. Okay.
落ち着けトコ。冷静な心にかなう武器はない。
I've never heard that.
今一番大事なことは何?
Ah, shit. Amy was the one that sounded insane when we found her in that other chapter, Shangri-La. What was going on? Why was Amy screaming? I could hear voices now. Amy and Okawa were having a heated argument. Great. That's not oh, sorry. Why are you trying to read what I just said? I'm sorry, Okawa, but you're kind of a fucking idiot. Yeah. Okawa, do not have your side at all. He is, dude. He is. He's dead. Leave him and run. We'll get caught. The ghost girl must have been pursuing them. Okay. You're at the steps. Ah, fuck. Who died now? What? Katayama's body was sprawled unceremoniously on the... Jesus Christ. I never even noticed the eyes and stuff before. And so unceremoniously on the landing hallway up to the third floor, along with Okawa. On top of the stairs stood Emi, and in front of her Yuya with an imposing scowl on his face. Shit. So this is the precise moment he lost it. I didn't understand any of this. What had just happened? Did he just like throw Katayama down the steps even though he was already dead, yet Okawa was calling him a murderer? I'm kind of confused. This bitch came running toward me downstairs. Okawa then seemed as if he'd fallen and broken his arm. Oh. Oh, Kizami pushed him down. Oh, this is bad. He was lopsidedly crawling toward me. It was almost as if he were trying to distance himself from Yuya. I ran to the base of the stairs to meet up with Emi. I needed some sort of contact. Oh, geez, sorry. Context here. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's right. Glanced at Yuya, but his face was shrouded in darkness. Yep, he's done. I couldn't make out any expression at all. Welp. Kawa seemed to reach his breaking point. He shot to his feet and took off behind me toward the second floor as fast as he could. Yuya kicked Okawa down the stairs. Why? Yep, like I said, this is the exact moment he lost it. Slowly walked on the landing. He was neither concerned nor scornful. His face was a blank slate. As soon as he reached my level, he bent down and began fiddling with Katayama's body, raising his arms and letting him drop, wiping blood from his ears and nose, and looking at it as if studying a specimen under a microscope. What the hell? He was enjoying this. I finally got to see an emotion written clear on his face, and it was elation? How was this not some crazy dream? Tears began spilling from my eyes like water. I was shocked, confused, and I don't even know what else. My dream date! Now we're here. Amy and I found ourselves standing in front of the door to the school infirmary. Shimada took the key and lost it, so this room was no good. Of course it would. If we hid in a place like that, we'd be sitting ducks anyway. We need to go further down, to the first floor. The poor girl was frantic. I can't say I blamed her, but, well, something about this whole situation just didn't feel right to me. Toko, no! Toko, please. With that, Amy pushed me out of the way and ran past me towards the fucking hell. Oh, this is bad. And off she went. I was now separated from every one of my friends, but was I really in danger? I mean, I was, but from Yuya, that just didn't seem right. Are you serious, Toko? Or more likely, I didn't want it. Yeah, it's better. I didn't want it to be. I wanted to believe that there's still a misunderstanding. Yeah, all a misunderstanding. My legs were shaking, my head was swimming. I just stood there, unsure of where I should go or what I should do. Ah, okay. Hello. Hi. Yeah, I'm Toko. Nice to meet ya. And in his hands was Shimada's. Oh, the one that was. Shit. Oh, well, he grabbed the knife and just pulled it right out of the fucker. This definitely made matters more complicated. How could I doubt Yuya's guilt when he was holding something like that? Why did he even have it? How could he possibly bring himself to pull a knife from his friend's lifeless corpse? Yeah, friends. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. But I wasn't going to run. Oh, fucking hell. I turned around and braced myself, opened my mouth, intent on discussing this rationally. If I ran away now, I felt like it would all be over. There would be nothing left to save, no one left to trust. Well, what could I possibly say to him? I feel like it's not gonna matter, but... It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter in the end. But I feel like that's just a nicer thing to say. To at least try. My body was still visibly shuddering, and I doubted I'd have much of a voice if I tried talking. But I just wanted this all to be a horrible mistake so badly, I knew I had to say something. I knew I had to get through to him. Maybe he was just freaking out in his own way. This whole experience had been taxing for all of us, and Yi is only human. He must have been terrified. And maybe I could help him get through it. Get him to talk about what's bothering him and feel a little better. It was worth a shot at least.
ゆうや大丈夫？
桐崎、浦部と大川はどこだ？
Okay.
どうして？
I would have started with, no, I don't know. Why? No answer. He just started muttering to himself and slowly walked right past me. As if I weren't even there.
ゆうや何するの？何持ってるのそれ？
使えそうだ。いろいろ。
やめて！捨ててよ！
Well, I'll give you an A for effort, Toko. Oh shit. No, I couldn't let this go on. I grabbed him by the arm, oh shit, and just clung to him, putting my full weight on his body to keep him from going any further down the hallway. This isn't good. He was at a crossroads, about to walk down a path of no return, and I wasn't going to lose the kind considerate union I'd fallen for. Oh, Toko, I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, the only tools I had at my disposal for stopping him were my feelings. And those just weren't going to be enough. Oh shit, oh he just punched her! I'm not surprised, but what the— oh man. I was so startled that it took me a moment before I even figured out what happened.
同じだ。ここでは。
That was the first time in my entire life that I'd ever been punched in the head, and he put everything he had into it.
学校に殺されるのも。
I couldn't focus. My brain was still rattling inside my skull from the impact.
俺に殺されるのも。
The world was spinning. I looked up at him with spasmodic, twitchy, tear-filled eyes. There was no sign of remorse or compassion whatsoever. He looked like a feudal warrior clutching his sword and staring down at his enemy. The air all around my eye was throbbing. It hurt so badly and felt so swollen and sore, I couldn't even imagine what it must have looked like. And he wasn't done with me. He got in closer and closer, grinning unnaturally as he raised his fist for a second strike. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god! Aww.
最初。
I don't like this anymore. I never liked it. Did you usually have to beat the shit out of her first? I mean, come on. Oh, I was able to run away. Okay. I was running on pure instinct and adrenaline at this point. I shot to my feet and just forced them to carry me to safety. Somewhere, anywhere. He was going to kill me. He was really going to kill me. God. I felt something rattling around uncomfortably inside my mouth, so I spit out in my hand. Oh, it's white. Oh, it's her tooth! Oh, that's where the name came from. Okay. A single white tooth with blood red highlights at its root. He freaking punched her so hard it knocked out a tooth. Wow. Knocked out one of my teeth. He was there, just behind me. I panicked, tripping over my own feet and stumbling to the ground on the landing between the first and second floor. I'd fallen on my backside, dropping my tooth on the ground next to me. I began slinking away from the encroaching figure of Yuya Kazami. Save me, somebody, anybody, God, please. I was scooting backwards across the floor, too stiff, sore, and scared to stand. But then my hand brushed across something small and metallic. A key! Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, that's convenient. Even with my hand right over it, I was shaking so badly I could barely work my fingers to get a grip. It was the most frustrating feeling in the world. And for a few seconds, it felt like hours, I just kept trying to in vain to pick up that damn key. Finally, I slipped my finger through the ring. I had it. This is my one and only chance. Scrambling to my feet, I somehow slipped past Yuya and ran back up to the second floor as fast as I could force my shaky legs to carry me. I had the key. I could lock myself in. I could hide in the infirmary. Okay. Kizami didn't pursue, not right away. He just stood there, staring at the tooth that I dropped on the ground, staring intently as if trying to make out what he was seeing.
Haka.
Okay. That's not good at all. Gross. How long is this? And finito. There didn't seem to be any way to lock the door from the inside. I needed to find a hiding place before Yuya showed up. Corner of the room, under the bed maybe? I was scanning every inch of the room as quickly as possible, sizing up my surroundings. My eyes stopped on one of the medicine shelves. It felt like such a revelation, like the answer I was looking for, but what is it going to do with scissors? Was I going to fight? Fight who? Yuya? I wouldn't stand a chance. Yeah, of course not. I decided to leave them there. I stepped back and crouched down behind the partitioning screen that was set up in the middle of the room. Oh. Okay, I think we're... Okay. Urabe had run back to the bathrooms on the third floor to warn Okawa about the imminent threat that was approaching. Okay, so I guess we're... Oh, he must be Kizami now. Oh, yeah, we're Kizami when, Okay. This is right after the goat. I saw Sachiko and they... Okay. So this is what was going on while Toko was looking for Mitsuki. Got it. Alright. Unsurprisingly, he was still crouched on the ground, cradling Katayama's lifeless head in his arms. And he was still stubbornly insistent that if he were to leave that spot, he'd have to carry Katayama with him. Ah, this guy. What a stubborn, foolish man. I'd had enough. I decided I'd rip Katayama's body from Okawa's arms and kick it down the stairs. Made one hell of a thud when it hit the landing, but he was already dead, so what did it matter? As long as it helped get Okawa moving, I didn't care. See, look, he's dead, so get your ass off that floor and run. Okay. I'm still kind of on board with Kizami right now. I hate to say it. You're just trying to prove a goddamn fucking point to that idiot. Urabe was looking at me, and then Katayama's body, then back at me, as if she couldn't make up her mind which was more interesting. But why was she looking at me? Did I have something on my face? Okawa, on the other hand, was focused squarely on Katayama. He was trembling all over, but I thought he finally understood. Then he turned toward me. Yelled like a madman and ran down the stairs toward his friend's body. He wasn't exactly in the right mind, however, so his last few steps didn't quite go as planned. He tripped and fell quite hard next to Katayama. So Kizami did not kick Okawa down. He did kick Katayama down. So... okay. So what Emi was saying was half right. He did kick down Katayama while he was already dead, but he did not kick down Okawa. Now it's where Toko came back. I wasn't the one who killed Katayama.
逃げろ逃げろ殺されるぞそうかここでは
Yeah.
学校に殺されるの俺に殺されるのも
So because of the confusion, he was like, you know what, fuck it.
どうせみんな死ぬのだからな
Well. Okay. Well, that's the... okay. So that's the end of the game that we know of, but there's one more chapter. There's actually one more chapter. It's not... you don't have to get any wrong answers or anything. Just because... I just realized how loud this song probably is. So yeah, there's one more technically hidden chapter that there's two ways to unlock it. If you played the first game, then just completing this chapter that you just saw me complete is what unlocks it. If you didn't play the first game, you have to get all ends. So because I played the first game, as soon... I remember this room. Anyway. Because I played the first game, as soon as this is over, it should be unlocked. But I don't want to play it because, you want to see, the Twinkle Girls, I remember that. What am I trying to say here? If you haven't seen the true end of Chapter 5 yet, and the true end of Chapter 5 is what leads in to the bonus chapter. This is a good song, I like it. Very pretty, even though they shortened it.